The Weekly Warp Pipe.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Weekly Warp Pipe. Happy Thanksgiving if you're in this after. Thanksgiving's tomorrow. We're recording here Wednesday night. And also, if you are hanging out with us live, thank you for missing Stranger Things final season premiere.
And also, if you're Canadian, happy Wednesday.
I was going to mention, Dave, your post earlier.
Yes,
you wrote Canadian and en français.
Yes, I did.
That's en français, Canadian. That's all I got.
Nice. Well, we'll do a brief what we've been up to. We do have a special guest that we're going to be bringing on early on into that, but we'll get into what we've been up to. I know Dave's excited about he has a little story he wants to tell us.
Well, first off, it's been a couple of weeks, so I bet a lot of stuff has been going on. But I also just got back from Tucson. Remember, I went to El Paso for a toy show.
Yes.
That was wild. Flew down there all by myself, like an adult, and met up with our friend Mac, who I met at Retro Fest, and we drove out to Tucson for the Tucson Toy Show, which was 2 days of just like mind-blowing things, guys. And I did pick up some actually I have one of the grails right here. Look at this thing.
That's big. Cool. Oh, was it a soccer ball?
This is the soccer ball mad ball.
Okay.
So this is one of the grails that I picked up. This thing is wild.
I think you should kick it and see what happens.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Ooh, let's know.
But other than that, I did, as you guys have seen or not seen, I did put out a video this past week about my dad. So that was extremely difficult to make and put out. So I just want to touch base and say thank you everyone that did watch it. Thank you everyone that reached out. It was amazing to hear from all of you, and I'm really glad that as hard as it was to get out there, it was a much needed video that I needed to get out. So I'm not going to spend too much time on it. It's on the channel if you want to watch it. But the big news is I broke a tooth the other day.
And what?
And I had
skateboarding?
Dude, here's what was happening. It was on
Hardcore.
Sunday, and all I did, I wish I was doing that. It would have been a cooler story. 10 years ago, I chipped my tooth. It just kind of chipped. And I got it bonded, and the bonding of it just like fell out on my way to dinner on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? I was like this, and I was like, what is that? So then I had to call the dentist, and of course I have a new dentist because my dentist retired.
Right.
So I was in the chair for about 2 hours.
Wow.
I got a new tooth.
There you go.
I mean, it's still my tooth, but they kind of filled it for me. So
you could have looked more like your Madball figure.
I'm not wearing it, but
not wearing it.
Yeah, that would have been a call.
Nice.
But yeah, no, that's pretty much. And then Stranger Things has started, so got to get on that soon. My daughter started watching it today. She's 7, and she's really into it. And she's already she literally said to me, wow, we're like 4 episodes in and it's so intense. I'm like, yeah, okay. So she's my daughter. So
that's a lot of catching up to do. So we'll see.
She's into it though. So we're excited.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Anything
How about you
happening?
guys?
What's up, Keith? You doing anything?
I got nothing for you. Absolutely nothing. We've moved to monthly on the channel, but I'm still here. Anyone that was asking, still here hanging out with these guys.
That's it.
Monthly videos still.
You catch him here every Saturday
for the winter. Anyways,
I'm getting pumped. I've been prepping all week. 24-hour live stream this Friday, Black Friday, 10 a.m. We're starting, and I'm going to be playing video games until Saturday morning, 10 a.m. I won't be playing them the entire time. I got about 16 of my friends coming throughout the day. Dave's going to be coming over. Tony's in the chat. He's going to try to make it. Aldo's going to be coming over. He's doing a Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3, 1 credit clear. Ernie's going to be playing a Castlevania game I've never heard before. And Mike Levy's swinging by. He's going to do Super Castlevania. And then probably the biggest thing, my buddy Noah somehow, I don't. He found somewhere you could get a burn disc to work on a Sega CD. So we're using a Sega CD 32X, and we're going to be playing Doom co-op. So we have two systems, two Sega CD 32X systems hooked up at the same time, and you can play at the same time Doom 1 and Doom 2. So we're going to be playing that at 6 o'clock on Friday. I think that's like the big highlight. Hopefully people are going to come through and check that out. But
so I'm not familiar. Is Doom not a co-op game then?
Never been. No,
it's not. So how does that work?
It's some type of mod that someone made.
Okay.
Where he has to use a burn Sega CD and a EverDrive Sega cartridge and somehow get them to talk together. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
So what am I playing? Everyone else is playing something. What am I playing?
You didn't suggest a game, so you're not on the schedule.
Shinobi.
Wow.
Shinobi.
Been there, done that.
Perfect. But yeah, that's pretty much what's happening with us. I did want to introduce, we had a guest on the show with us today. He's going to hang out for a little bit. We know today we're going to be talking about Game Boy memories. I got the Game Boy shirt on. So we got our buddy Tiger Chainsaw in the house. What's up, my dude?
What's up, guys? Good to be here.
Excellent. And you start, so he's been doing YouTube. We got to meet when I went out to New York for Retro Game Con, and we hung out. It was a good time. Finally got to meet you in person, and you've been doing a bunch of YouTube videos, but now you kind of made a switch and you started like a game company. Give us a little explanation. Give us the background.
Yeah. So, I've always enjoyed doing YouTube, and I think one of my best assets is like creativity and storytelling. And while I like doing that on YouTube, I just always felt that I wanted to do something more interactive with everyone. And I started to research, how could I create a video game? Because I have zero experience as a developer. And so I reached out to John Rue, who is a pretty well-known developer in the retro gaming community, and kind of picked his brain on how I could potentially do a video game, and started cooking it up October 2024. And it's about 99% done. And I wanted to make a video game and see if I could do it. And I'm pretty proud of what we've achieved.
Yeah. And so you had chosen, was Game Boy easier to code for rather than NES?
Yeah. So kind of what I'm thinking with my whole experience is I want to make my biggest mistakes on my smallest projects. Okay. So first time project, Game Boy game. It's going to be, small. It's easier to code and develop for. And so if I make mistakes, it's going to be the bigger ones on the smaller projects, because down the line, I got some games I want to make on bigger systems and bigger consoles.
Gotcha. Yeah. Excellent. And yeah, out of the blue, I think I had seen it come up maybe on your Instagram. So I did go to the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter still is currently live, and you are very close here to the
99%.
Yeah, freaking week to go as we're recording this, but it's up to $9,905. The goal is 10 grand. So right there, I'm like, it's got to be one of the days this week you guys are going to reach it.
Definitely. And it wasn't just me working on the game. I would say I was the creative director, where I would do the level design, I did the story, I did the artwork for all of those graphics you're showing, like the old school magazine ads. I really wanted to give a sense of retro nostalgic feeling of flipping through a magazine. And so that's kind of like the goal with the entire company, is it's to give you that nostalgic feeling that you had as a kid growing up and playing video games. And so there's 4 of us working for Tiger Chainsaw Studios. The money's going to go toward the 3 other people that worked on the project, and it's going to go into the manufacturing costs. And it's been a really positive experience, and it's been received really well by the retro gaming community, both in terms of getting the word out and supporting it. So before we even start talking, thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's great to showcase people making retro video games. We're all about nostalgia here on the Weekly Warp Pipe, and I myself backed many projects on Kickstarter, and I love supporting people trying to make their dreams come true, for sure.
Just heads up, guys. He is $20 away.
Oh,
What?
I got to refresh.
How close are you right now?
It's at $9,980.
Oh my gosh.
I did. Oh yeah, I was like, there it is. So maybe
It's
while we're
holy
streaming,
smokes.
Look at that. While we're streaming, let's get him to
Who's-
10K, man.
who's
That'd
in
be
the chat?
wild.
Let's go.
Who's in the chat? Let's go. I posted the link in the chat.
And I'm also
That's
offering, if you guys aren't physical collectors, I also have a digital ROM that I'll be sending out. I think it's $25. So if anyone just wants to play it on their computer or download it and put it onto a Chromatic or any of the newer handhelds, you guys can do that too.
Nice. Yeah, I did get the full, comes with the box and everything. I'm like, oh, gotta have the box, the manual.
You
that,
did,
so,
and I'm also going to be sending you the official album of the game. So this just came in recently.
Wow.
I'm really proud of it. Like, the one thing that I did zero touching of was the musical composition of it. And whenever people hear or watch any of the trailers, they're like, man, that music is so sick. I wanted to make it as heavy metal as possible. So I would tell my composer, I'd give him examples of songs that I liked, and he crushed it. He nailed it. And so I'm really stoked to give these out too, to some of the tiers. So you got one coming your way, Russ.
There we go. That's dope. Yeah, I'll see if I can play some of the trailer here. Maybe I'll take down the music flag down there. Love the little Game Boy Tiger Chainsaw logo there.
It sounds cool too. Like, the sound effects are really good on that one.
Yeah. And
oh my god! Hey, we just hit it, guys. 10,000.
10K.
You did it.
Oh my gosh!
Let's go.
Thank you guys so much for the support. That's incredible. What a blessing that is. Thank you guys.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
You're making it. You're doing it.
That's so cool. I can't wait to celebrate with everyone tomorrow on Thanksgiving. Tell the fam that the Kickstarter crossed it.
Yeah,
a lot to be thankful for.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
So give us some explain the gameplay here, I guess, and maybe a little bit of backstory on the game while we're watching.
Absolutely. So the character you're going to be playing as is the Maiden, and she has been summoned by an ancient Japanese village who is under attack. It's set in feudal Japan, and she has 10 hours of darkness to complete her mission. So she's a spirit, and she can only function during the night.
Yeah.
And so that kind of plays into the gameplay. I don't want to spoil things, but there's some pretty cool stuff that we do near the end with the daylight and everything that's coming. And so you're going to have 10 levels. It's an action platformer.
Mm-hmm.
And I made it because, and we can talk about this a little bit later, but the Game Boy games that I grew up playing was Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, Operation C, and Return of the Ninja. And so I tried to take my favorite things of those games and kind of mix it together.
Yeah.
There's 3 boss fights. There's a secret or hidden layers of secrets, power-ups, multiple attacks. And so it's just been a blast putting it together.
Excellent.
Were you inspired by any other Game Boy games while you were developing this?
Yeah, I mean, the big one, the 2 big ones was Operation C. I really wanted it to be fast and fluid, but then the more that we played it, we had to slow it down. And so I've learned so much about game development on this project. We've had to cut so many things. I'll tell you guys an example. Just tonight, we were messing around with level 4. And I was like, why is it crashing out so bad? And it was simply because we changed a sound effect, and it would make the entire level just crash. And so I've learned so much about resources, what you can and can't do on a screen, the balancing act that you have to do. It's crazy. And so to start off, we were wanting to make it fast and fluid, but then we kept running into some issues and we slowed it down, and it's so much more refined now. And it's more like Return of the Ninja, where you're going to be pausing when you attack, and you have to calculate your attacks instead of just recklessly running through the level and slashing things.
You're right. Kind of like Ninja Gaiden, you could just continuously run.
Yeah.
This is more slow paced.
And do you do everything yourself, or do you have a team that does some of the graphics, also the advertising that I see on the Kickstarter page?
So, all right. So I have a skill set, and I think that is marketing and kind of like graphic design. So all of the advertisements I personally made. But what I'm not skilled at is coding and development, pixel art, and music. So I hired 3 other people for Tiger Chainsaw Studios, and we all worked together. And what I would do is I would work with them one-on-one. And so that way I kind of like had my hand in everything and was directing them. But I give them all the credit in the world. They totally blew the doors off this project, and we pushed so much stuff in this cartridge. It's crazy, like all the stuff that we jam packed in here. And I'm really excited to get it to people and let them take it for a spin.
And what was the time frame on this? How long did you say you worked on this for?
So we started development in October of 2024. So we probably got 90% done in August. And that's when I announced that I was opening up the studio, that we were doing this project, because I don't want to announce something and it never come to fruition. I want to make sure that, like, if I'm going to say something, it's concrete. We're going to be doing this, all of that. And so it was important to me to have the game 3/4 done when I announced it. And so the last 3 months has been that last 25%, refining it, getting rid of all the bugs, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's been a process, but it's certainly been a fun one.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to play it. Looks
Yeah,
like a good time.
Yeah,
I'll have to let's see, I'll have to break out my I guess my Super Game Boy, so I'll be able to stream it. I can pop it
that'd be
there.
sick, yeah.
Throw it on there. But I got my regular Game Boy, so I can play it on the go as well.
I love your shirt and hat too. Like, you definitely dressed up for the episode. I love this.
Boom. Yeah, that's it. Went all out. Figured we're talking Game Boy. Definitely a good one for sure. Nice. So congratulations. It's backed already. If you guys did want to back it still, you still have.
That's so cool.
7
10K,
days.
guys. Awesome.
Yeah. There are stretch goals, right? So if you hit your 10K, you still can get some of the stretch goals in within that week.
Yeah. The stretch goals, we're going to port it to Steam, and we're going to add color to it if possible. And then I've had a lot of people ask me, like, oh, put it on the Switch. Put it on the Switch physically. And maybe down the line we'll do that. I don't think it's going to reach the goal for that, because that's pricey.
20,000, yeah.
It'd be a lot of fun. Maybe somewhere down the line we do that.
I could see the PC Steam. That's only, you need $2,000 more.
Yeah,
so
that one's definitely
doable,
reachable.
Yeah.
And when is this up? When is the Kickstarter up?
December 4th at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time.
So we got another week.
Yep.
Nice. So get in there, guys. There's
lots of cool stuff.
A link in the chat.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm excited. Can't wait to get it to you guys. So again, thanks for all the support and love.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. You want to stick around for a little bit and do some other segments with us?
Yeah. Let's do some fun, or let's talk some games.
Perfect. All right, we'll do it.
Should we jump around a little bit then, or should we stick to our scheduled?
I'm totally open to bounce around, because I know that the episode is Game Boy.
Around.
Okay.
And I know he can't stay all night, but it'd be great to get some more, on the main topic. So maybe we could get to the main topic earlier on this episode. That's fine.
You want to do the rental maybe a little bit later?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's Russ, I think we could always use a little bit of help, right? Do we do movie quotes?
We could do. Yeah, oh, that's true. Yeah, you guys could.
Me and Russ are gonna need a hand for sure.
He's not wrong.
We'll see what Dave pulled out for this week for movie quotes. Then
let's do it.
Hey, I bet you can't name that quote.
Okay, so we got name that quote. We got 3 quotes this week. We have a guest. So hopefully these guys could get some support over here. There is a theme. I am back to a theme this week. This is a fun one.
Okay.
Jump into it.
Let's do. What do you got for the first one?
Get your stretches in. Let's go. All right. First quote. No. You're not a worm feast. You're a hallucination brought on by alcohol, Russian vodka, poisoned by Chernobyl.
I know it.
Okay, Russ knows it.
God, Russ knows it.
That's because I enunciated exactly how it is.
Well, we play the quote too for the audio as well, so maybe it will trigger one of you guys to see what it is. But
go for it. And if anyone in the chat knows, let us know.
There are two types of people in this world.
That's not the one.
Oh, did I do that? Oh, number one. Sorry.
No. You're not a worm feast. You're an hallucination brought on by alcohol, Russian vodka, poisoned by Chernobyl.
Can you place the voice?
That's what I'm trying to do. It sounds really familiar.
Oh, voice is easy.
We'll play it one more time. See if you guys get any clue on that.
No. You're not a worm feast. You're an hallucination brought on by alcohol, Russian vodka, poisoned by Chernobyl.
I'll just drink out of my cup here.
I don't think either of them know it. So
I know the voice. I just
know the voice. Yeah, but not.
I'm not. I can't land on the movie.
What's the voice?
It's Murray.
That is true.
So we got Bill Murray from the movie Scrooged, a Christmas classic.
That one.
Never even heard that one.
Got it. Yeah.
What? Oh, you gotta watch.
He's a lot younger than us, Dave. So, well, I don't know, a lot younger, but younger.
Yeah, come on, Russ. Don't be hurtful. I'm not that old.
You never know. All right.
Moving on to number two.
We'll move on to number two. Now make sure you play number two.
Yes.
All right. Okay, here we go. Number two. This is a hybrid. This is across bluegrass, Kentucky bluegrass, featherbed bent, and Northern California Sensimelia. The amazing stuff about this is that you can play 36 holes on it in the afternoon, take it home, and just get stoned to the bejesus belt that night on this stuff.
It doesn't sound
a little bit of a longer one.
Okay, I might know it.
Okay,
because you said it's based on a theme, right?
Yeah,
there's a theme.
Is it?
Well, hold on. Don't say it because we gotta play it.
We'll play it.
Okay.
This is a hybrid. This is a cross. Bluegrass, Kentucky bluegrass, featherbed bent, and Northern California Sensimilla. The amazing stuff about this is that you can play 36 holes on it in the afternoon, take it home, and just get stoned to the bejesus belt that night on this stuff.
Did that ruin it for you?
It made me more confused.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know it, Keith, or no?
I can venture a guess on it.
Okay.
Am I guessing?
Yeah.
Caddyshack?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Caddyshack.
Have you guys gotten the theme yet?
Bill Murray movies.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Christmas stuff.
Nah, because Caddyshack isn't a right. Caddyshack isn't a Christmas movie.
I was gonna go the Christmas route, and then I was like, you know what?
Too early. We gotta wait for. We gotta at least let Thanksgiving pass.
Yeah.
I wanted to say that the movie was called like Groundhog Day. Wasn't Bill Murray in a movie called that?
He was, yeah.
But that's not the golf one.
No.
Yeah.
That's
So
yeah. Caddyshack is the golf one. Yeah.
He's like at the age. He's like, what movie can I think of? That's all right. Number three.
All right. Last one here.
There are two types of people in this world: those who like Neil Diamond and those who don't. My ex-wife loves him. It's a deep cut.
That's a deep cut. I probably won't know this one, even with the audio.
There are two types of people in this world: those who like Neil Diamond and those who don't. My ex-wife loves him.
What's the year? Is it like 70s?
1991.
Really? That later?
Yeah.
Gosh.
It's
I
a
can't
good
place
one.
anything.
Any guesses, Keith?
Play it one more time for me.
All right.
There are two types of people in this world. Those who like Neil Diamond and those who don't. My ex-wife loves him.
I think it feels like it's right there at the start of the quote, and then I
Okay.
can't land it. I can't stick the landing on it. I don't know.
Any guesses? Anyone have any guesses?
Zombieland.
That would have been a good guess, but I think that was a little later in the 90s.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Might
I
even
forgot
be
he was
2000s.
in that movie.
Yeah. Oh, no. Keith had a...
Oh no.
I can't even think of any other movie that he's in other like past like Ghostbusters, I was going to say.
Is there a
No.
sport in it, David?
A sport?
Spork?
Yeah, a sport.
Oh,
A
sport.
sport. Sort of.
Hmm.
Sort of. Stay away from the chat.
Oh, okay. I was wondering that popped in.
No,
I don't know it. I don't know
I
it.
can't. I think I know, but I can't.
Can I tell you what the sport was then? Maybe
You
it'll
can.
tip you off. Sailing.
Ugh.
Oh.
count?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah?
No, maybe.
No?
Is it What About Bob?
It is What About Bob? The famous sailing scene.
Who writes this chat before I've guessed? Come on, Mike. Come on.
I forgot
Try not
about
to
What
look.
About Bob. That's true.
Yeah.
It's a deep
Apparently, I got to
cut.
watch some
Credit.
Bill Murray
I could-
movies.
I could picture Bill Murray in The Life Preserver.
Definitely
Yeah, like
I'm
that.
sailing.
put the Scrooge movie for your December watch list. It's a
Oh,
great
Okay, I can do that.
it's pretty funny for sure.
I mean, you could put every Bill Murray movie on the list.
no one's watching Ghostbusters.
Every
I was thinking the one where he's the bowling guy. What's that one? And it's got Woody Harrelson in it.
Oh, that was
Is it Kingpin?
Kingpin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kingpin. It was not Kingpin.
Nice.
Well,
Before
There you
Well,
go.
not
You got
too
2
bad.
out of 3, right?
yeah, 2 out of 3 ain't bad
Not too
with
bad.
that. Where's my little
Mike also from the chat got 2 out of 3. So good job, Mike.
good job, Mike, on the quotes. I was gonna say, Tony in the chat says, took a few to make an account, but just backed your game. It looks awesome. Can't wait to play it.
Thank you, Tony. I really appreciate that. It's man, that's that support I'm talking about. Like the entire retro gaming community has just been so awesome, and I really appreciate it. So thank you, everyone.
That looks awesome.
Good stuff for sure. And especially like I don't see many Game Boy games coming out. I backed one a while ago that was like a point and click adventure that I live streamed. That was pretty fun, and I got the box and everything.
Is
But
that
usually-
Baddie Zabella?
Yes.
I have it right over here.
Mine's back there too. I was gonna bring it, and I was like, whatever, I'll just keep these Game Boy games here. That was
So
a cool
the-
one. I was like, wow.
The guy that developed that is my developer.
Oh, well, there we go.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice. Yeah, because I live streamed that and people were digging it, and I went back. It took me a little bit to beat it, and there weren't a lot of plays on it, like Let's Plays on YouTube. So I was kind of in the dark, and it was a good time. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
And the
that's cool.
packaging was great. So I was like, wow, another Game Boy game. I'm down.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, what do you guys want to get into?
You were in the dark, so it's no pun
Sweet.
intended.
Oh. Should we just jump right into the main right now then? Since we're kind of
Yeah, as
talking
long
about Game Boy
as,
games right now.
Game
as
Boy
long
games.
as our guests can hang out for a little while, why not?
I can probably do another 15.
Perfect.
Well,
Okay.
let's jump into
We'll
it then.
jump into it, and then we'll get the other segments in.
Do you want me to do a commercial break and go into it, or
We'll
Just
save that
roll
for after,
if
since
you've
we're
got
rolling with
15.
we'll
it.
roll it after? Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. All right, main topic, talking Game Boy memories. What games did you bring with you on the go? Where did you bring your Game Boy? When did you get your first Game Boy? And some games that stand out for sure. I got my Game Boy right here. It's not my original. I have quite a few. But what's awesome about the Game Boys, if you guys don't know, you can get like kits for these now straight off eBay and very minimal soldering. And this one right here is backlit right there. So you can see the Game Boy game a lot easier. And you can actually press in on here and change the colors of the screen. I kind of keep it on that green little throwback right there. But this way it brings more life. I like the bulkiness of the original Game Boy. I think it's just, it fits in your hand a lot better. It doesn't get cramped, and it's just classic for sure. So I was happy to get this little mod going on the original Game Boy to play the games.
That is sick. That's a real brick right there.
So I have this one, and then my other kind of like gem that I got is this one here, the clear Game Boy.
That's the Play It Loud version. Right?
I don't know if it is. It might be. Yeah, I love see-through electronics. You know, that was like a thing in the 90s for sure. So I grabbed this, a nice clean one. I didn't do the mod kit to this one here, so maybe down the road I'll do that. But pretty sweet.
So do you guys remember getting the Game Boy for the first time?
I know my dad got it for me. I don't know if it was for a birthday present, Christmas present, one of those, but definitely remember getting it. And I remember my friend Sal had one as well. So bringing it to school and playing in the playground, like when would it be recess time, right? Kids are playing kickball and this and that. We're freaking playing Final Fantasy. And then, right, you got to go in. So you got to leave your Game Boy on because you couldn't save. We weren't at a save point. So it's like, all right, you got to leave it on. It's got to stay on for the next 3 hours while we're in school. And hopefully we can save after the fact. So I definitely remember that. We were playing, what was the Final Fantasy game on Game Boy?
Final Fantasy.
Adventure, the Final Fantasy
right?
Legend.
Legend. I think it was Legend or Adventure, right?
Yeah.
So that I remember playing that one for sure. But obviously, you know, Tetris was a big main one that did such great numbers, being you know, one of the packing games. Or, you know, Super Mario Land 1 was a, you know, fantastic one for sure. Absolutely. I love the music in it. I love that the gameplay was slightly different with like the ball mechanic instead of a fireball. And they had towards the end, you get like a shooter level where you're in a plane. I was like, wow. And it's submarine. And it's easy enough to beat it in, gosh, I don't know, 20 minutes or whatever. And just you're going on a quick road trip or to the store, grab your Game Boy and you're playing it and you beat the game. You're like, cool.
Well, that's the thing about these games is they had to be quick because they'd be eating at your batteries.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, it wasn't as bad as the Game Gear.
No, you know, you got your Game Gear was
You got your four batteries.
Pumping through them.
Instead of
right.
6.
I was slightly disappointed in Super Mario Land when I was a kid. Just
you were disappointed?
Yeah, because of the graphics. Like it's very, very minimal in comparison to the other games that were on the NES.
I
figured that there were other games on the Game Boy that had better graphics that you knew that it was possible.
Okay.
Better. I just remember being a little disappointed that it wasn't like, and that's just me. Like I'm a purist. Like I wanted it to be like the other, like Super Mario Brothers 1, you know, the original. I was like, that would have been fine because then they stepped it up for Mario 2, the 6 golden coins.
Absolutely, they did. They stepped it.
The graphics were crazy on that.
They had it figured out.
Yeah, for sure. So that's why I think like I was a little. We had it. That's one of the original games that we had. I did complete my. I was doing a complete in-box collection of all of the NES games I had growing up, and now I'm actually on to complete in-box Game Boy games that I had growing up, and I'm only like 2 away. So I do have that one over back there, but yeah. Do you guys have any other games that kind of? I guess the NES Addict isn't a fan of Game Boy.
Jay says, "Guess who hates the Game Boy? I'll save you from having to ask me. Game Gear for the win, despite the battery life. I had a car adapter and a power adapter. I barely used batteries, so it never mattered. Also, I hated Mario Land 2. I thought it was boring after 2 minutes.
What?
So he didn't like. Wait, where is it?
He didn't like
Where
the
is it?
second one.
Is it? He didn't like that sound or what?
Oh.
What was the what's the issue there, Jay? Come on now.
Well, that's why he's the NES Addict, not the Game Boy
Right?
Addict.
The Game Boy Addict.
I want to say two things. Like the first thing, I'm so jealous looking at your guys' game rooms. I wish I could show you guys mine. I'm in my office right now. And it's super boring.
Oh, that's
your
not your
guys'
game room?
rooms look
I was gonna say that
cool.
game room's sick.
But if you guys give me 60 seconds, I'm gonna run to mine and I'm gonna grab something really cool and I want to show it to you guys. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
But keep talking.
Here.
Go for it. Yeah, I do have golden coins as well. Complete.
Nice.
I ended up getting that one. Just loving the box art on
Do you
6
guys
golden
have any
coins.
games that you had that may have been kind of like, I mean, I hate to use the word hidden gem, but like everybody uses that term, but a hidden gem that was one of your favorites that maybe not a lot of people knew about?
Yeah. I like to shine some light on. I did a video on my channel a while ago where I did one game across 10 systems. So it was like a different game for each system. And I chose the Game Boy and I chose a game called Solar Striker, which is a shooter game. Great music, super fun. I played that one a ton and I think it works well because you're just on the go with the Game Boy fast. Yeah, right there. And it's like you could jump in for 5 minutes, have a great time, and stop playing. One. Solar Striker, I feel like not a lot of people talk about. So definitely check that one out.
How about you, Keith?
I don't think I have any that would be like hidden gem style ones. I remember getting a Game Boy and I remember packing it everywhere. I didn't have one of these fancy cases that they came out with. Like there was all the different versions of them you could pick up, right? I never had one of these, but I had this little blue fanny pack that I used to keep my Game Boy in. And I used to go everywhere with it and had all my games in it. I had like Mario, the first Super Mario Land, and I had Tetris, and I had the first Turtles one on the Game Boy.
A
couple other ones. Yeah, and I would play those all the time. I remember playing them on road trips, family vacations, stuff like that. And just, I have distinct memories of coming back from a family vacation and playing it in the back seat of like this Ford Tempo that my parents had, this blue Ford Tempo, and playing Mario Land in it. And just the memory of that is always going to be there with me because it was like, I didn't make it very far that day, but you know, I had a fun time playing it because I was on the move. So
there we go.
All right. What do you got
one that
for
I think, well, one thing that one game that I have is that very underrated that a lot of people don't talk about is Balloon Kid. Do you guys know about this one?
I have that in part. Yeah.
This one is super fun. I remember playing this game so much. And it's, I don't know, it's just, I like the mechanics of it. You're kind of floating, doing your thing. So if anyone wants a challenge, it's a challenge, adventure, and sky high excitement.
Okay.
Go after a Balloon Kid. This is a good one. This is one of the ones that I had.
Put that on the list.
Yeah, put it on the list.
Mike does say Bionic Commando was great on the Game Boy.
I don't think I ever played that one on the Game Boy.
Maybe I'll play it on the live stream.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, what do you got? What did you pick up from your game room? What are you showing off here?
All right, sit back, boys. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. Growing up, I had the Sega Master System. Okay, that's what I had growing up. And so I was never like the cool kid. And then second grade came, and my parents got me. This is my original Game Boy Pocket.
Nice.
Case, and it also says, it actually has the Christmas tag still on it. It says, to Seth, it's my name, from Santa. And so this is the original case that I have. I still have that Game Boy. And then I had a Paperboy was a big one for me. Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. I also had Tecmo Bowl and Aladdin. But what just took me away to another dimension for a long time. These are my childhood copies of Pokemon.
Wow.
There we go. In box.
Yeah, complete in box still. I don't know how I didn't destroy them as a kid.
Or
and
kept
like not
boxes.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, not throwing the boxes out.
Yeah, and like not to get too deep, but with the Game Boy, like my parents they went through a divorce during that period, and I just remember like I would be playing it in the car on the way to like court to like tell the court like who I want to live with, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really care. Like I just caught Snorlax. Like you guys can tell me like whoever I need to live with, and it just was that escape that I needed. And so I have a lot of fond memories of Pokemon on the Game Boy and just being able to play video games on the go. It was life-changing for me because before then, like I just had the Master System, and that was not cool for a kid my age. And so the Game Boy really opened up that door to the video games that I love now and I still love. So it's just, I'm very thankful that I have all those still, and I just don't know how they survived the sands of time, but I have them and it's cool.
That's
awesome.
And when you got that system, did you ever a million years think that one day you would be making a Game Boy game?
You could have told me 2 years ago and I'd be like, you're crazy. Like that's never going to happen. And so no, like that's wild to me.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'll piggyback off of that with your Pokemon games. I have like a short story and my experience with Pokemon in the Game Boy. My buddy Brandon used to work at a store called Bradley's, and he was there for quite some time. And Brandon found out, hey, you can steal some things from here, and they don't check. So he started taking some stuff from the store, and this went on for weeks, and he ended up taking Pokemon Yellow and ended up gifting it to me. So I was playing Pokemon Yellow for a few days, and eventually Brandon got caught, and they asked him to bring back the merchandise, which he stole. So I had to give him back the Pokemon game, and that was my short-lived experience of playing Pokemon. I didn't go out and purchase a new copy or any of that, but I was like, okay.
I mean, did they fire him at all?
I don't think they fired him, and I don't think he, went to jail or anything like that. He might have just been on, I think, probation. They're like, if you bring this stuff back, because it was, it was back then, so it was a lot of like CD players, portable CD players. It was Game Boy games, like electronic stuff, like in there.
I'll have to ask my brother if he ever did that, because he used to work at Bradley's as well.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know. They didn't have a lot of like security then, and they had people walking the floors. And
I do remember they used to have the cassette tapes on those like plastic handle things. Like
that you would have to like take off to like when you get to the register.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe that's why they had them on that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you just take a scissors. You cut
Russ.
it right off.
Yeah. When you get home, you get a Dremel and cut that.
Yeah. You'll be fine. I do have a little story, and Russ knows this story, and I think Keith might know this story too. But this game right here, you know about this one?
I never played it. Yeah, F1 race.
F1 race. This isn't my childhood one, but I do have my original childhood. I actually got this one complete in box from Too Many Games, and I was with Russ when I got this.
Nice.
And it's complete. It's got the 4-player adapter, the game, and everything. The reason I picked this up complete in box, not only because I'm going for the complete in box Game Boys games that I had growing up, I was not going for them at this time, but this is the one game that I definitely wanted to pick up, because when I was younger, I used to play this game a ton. And somebody else used to play this game a ton. And that's this guy right here. And this is a photo I took of my dad playing F1 race. And I took this Polaroid and then wrote down that this is Dad playing Game Boy. And what I love about it, he's got the Tupperware shirt on.
Nice.
I love that couch too.
The couch, I mean, right there, man. So this was my dad. He would play F1 race. My dad was a race car driver. So like he loved this game. So that was this one is probably like the most special in my collection. So
I didn't even know about the 4-player connector. That's crazy.
yeah, so the only downside to it is you'd have to have
Four
you have
copies
4
of that
players that have 4 copies of the game, and then it would come with a link cable that would then link to actually there's a picture of it right here.
Right.
And it would link
Wow.
up to all of the Game Boys.
That's cool.
And I don't really know how many other games they used.
Right. Maybe
the
some
4-player
football
adapter.
stuff. Maybe, yeah. It's like probably
But
a
it's
small
pretty
list,
cool.
I'm
You got to
sure.
race 4 players with your
Yeah.
friends. But also remember, like, you're also literally connected by wires, like sitting in a circle or something. So
Did you guys
Yeah.
ever use just the 2-player connector? Did you ever?
we did do the 2-player.
Okay.
We didn't have 2 Game Boys, but I do remember doing the 2-player with a friend. I couldn't tell you who it was or where I was,
Yeah.
but it's pretty neat. Like you hooked them up through just from one Game Boy to another, and then you're able to play the 2-player. So
yeah.
the co-op games were interesting for sure because you're like literally like
Right there. Next. Yeah.
strapped together, right there. We also had and I think I might have a picture somewhere because you guys know that the screens were not backlit, right?
Right.
So it
Right.
was
The original. Yeah.
typically hard to see. We used to have a rocking chair, and my mom still has the rocking chair at her house. And it used to be set up in a corner. And I think we might have even set it up as like the Game Boy chair. We set it up in a corner with a little side table and a lamp.
Yeah.
And it was close enough also to the outlet so we can plug in the AC adapter while we played.
Yeah. So you're not wasting batteries.
So yeah, so that's how a lot of us played we sat in the rocking chair and just played the Game Boy to a little light there.
Nice.
But yeah, it was pretty cool.
Those are the good memories. I remember the car light always on, and at night you'd hold it underneath it, and you'd be playing it like this.
You see, it's funny though because I remember playing them in the car at night. I don't remember ever having an issue looking at the screen.
You had to wait for the street light to come in. You're like, I can see. I can't. I can see. I can't.
I don't know. Maybe our eyes were just different as kids, and we're like, "Oh, this is fine." I mean, it was the 80s and 90s,
like that adapter that went on the top that had the light in it.
Oh, the magnifying glass too.
It had the light, but it didn't really do much to it. Like it wasn't like the best. So
yeah, we did have that too. The light boy
for the street lights.
Yeah. Or what was that big contraption that had like everything on it that made it look like a
made
mech?
like a little like a little arcade thumbstick thing, and then had speakers that folded out.
Yep.
Yeah, I had the magnifying glass one too that put on there, and it was just like literally just a magnifying glass.
Yeah.
That's it.
I could use that now.
It's
Getting
pretty
old.
Good. Well, now we just emulate them all.
I did order some of the like worm lights for that plug in to the side over here on the adapter, and I want to make a few like customize them my own. I thought it'd be great to do a piranha plant that's shining the light. And I was like, that'd be kind of fun. So we'll see if I get to that on the channel. We did have a few comments I wanted to get to on our social medias that we can read about the main topic here. So we'll see what they said.
What did you say? What did you say?
Springfield, let's hear from you.
We got over on our YouTube community page. We got Stevie's Man Cave Arcade says, I spend the most time playing Pokemon Red and Blue. The year that came out, Pokemon was my life. The games, the cards, the toys. I cannot get enough Pokemon. So there you go.
Nice.
He's got him right there.
Yes, sir. Gotta catch them all.
Catch them all. Yeah,
I have not caught one. I've never played a Pokemon game in my life.
It seems I only played about a couple days.
You like their role play games? I think you'd like them, David.
Oh, sure.
It's pretty much like Zelda, yeah.
Well, we'll talk about Zelda later.
Over on our Instagram page, we got Retro Bash says, look, Solar Striker comes up again. Batman the video game, Mario Land 2, and Don't Sleep on Pyramids of Ra. Oh, I haven't heard of that one. Okay, I haven't played that. I played the other ones.
Big fan of
Fantastic.
Solar Striker. I like that game a lot.
Yeah, we brought that up, as saying as like a hidden gem, or so to say.
I also played a lot of Kicks.
Oh, the puzzle game. Yep,
the puzzle game. Yeah.
Was Solar Striker a launch title?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I think it was pretty early on the Game Boy release, and that's what it's pretty impressive.
I said it got great music.
It says 1990.
Okay.
So probably not. Was it 89?
Yeah, 89 I think was the Game Boy, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe not, but it was early. It was definitely
definitely early.
Yeah. It's just a classic, just like shoot 'em up, you know?
What I like too about when you die in Solar Striker, you don't start from the beginning as far as like your power-ups. They only power you down once, which is really nice because then you don't have to do like that perfect run of the game.
Unlike Life Force.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Those was a tough.
Yeah, do you guys have any do you guys have all of your original Game Boy games or most of them?
I have
think so.
Almost all of them. I have all of them on cart for sure. The only one that I don't have CIB is Tecmo Football, and Aladdin. But for the most part, I have all the rest at CIB. Again, I have no idea how I didn't throw out the cardboard or trash it, but I do.
Sure. That's awesome. You know, a couple of games that I used to play a ton, and I still I still swear by them. NBA All-Star Challenge 1 and 2. I used to play that so much. And then the second one ended up having like a 3-point shootout, which was always fun. And then, believe it or not, another one that I played a ton of, and it wasn't even that great of a game, but I loved the sports games, was Bo Jackson Football and Baseball.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have ever played those, but they're not great, but they're just, I just played so much of them because I was in sports.
Bo Jackson was the cheat code in Tecmo Bowl. If you played as him, you were not getting tackled.
Well, I don't think that that's so much a cheat code as it is just playing the game.
Yeah.
Just reality.
just being overpowered.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But do you guys remember the first other games that I really loved was the first Mega Man? I had that one.
Yep.
And also Kid Icarus was really fun.
I feel like it was easier to get into on Game Boy than NES. I think
I agree with
the
you.
difficulty was tough on the NES to get those, vertical levels, whereas in the Game Boy, you're like, oh, this is kind of what I wanted, like a side-scrolling thing.
Now, was one last question for you guys. Was there a game, because for me, there was a game that I didn't even know existed on Game Boy until later in my life, because maybe it came out a little bit later, or maybe I wasn't playing Game Boy, but I was surprised when I found out that there was this specific game. Was there any games that you guys didn't realize were out on Game Boy?
Yeah, check my list.
Like later in life?
For me, I enjoy Wave Race 64, and so I didn't know that Wave Race originated on the Game Boy. And so I played that one, picked that one up. It's good. It's not Wave Race 64, but it's pretty good for the Game Boy. That was one that I had no idea existed.
Okay. And how about you, Keith?
No, I don't.
Keith's like, no, I knew the entire library like the back of my brain.
I had a few. I had very limited Game Boy games.
Yeah.
And I think I moved over to the Super Nintendo pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I had the Super Game Boy, so I played stuff on there, but I don't think there was too many that I was like, oh, I didn't really know this was on here. I guess maybe the Donkey Kong ones would
Sure. Yeah.
Wouldn't have thought of to be on there, but
right, because they're
pretty good. They're their own games.
Yeah, they're great.
Right?
Yeah.
And then was it the Game Boy Advance ended up having like Donkey Kong Country? I believe.
Donkey Kong Country 2 is on the Game Boy,
Color,
I think.
or Game Boy. Yeah, I think it's
the yellow cart, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Yes.
That's a childhood game of mine, so it's pretty good.
One game that I didn't realize was ever existed on the Game Boy was, believe it or not, DuckTales.
Yeah, and
Oh,
two. Two is on there as well.
Yeah.
I never knew that DuckTales had existed on a Game Boy until
Yeah.
later in life. So
I want to rapid fire some games that we haven't talked about yet.
yeah, go for it.
Battletoads on Game Boy. I played that a ton. I felt like I got further in that game than the NES version.
Well, you think
sure.
that they were just dumbed down a little bit for the Game Boy?
Could have been, or just I don't know, just because I had it more opportunity to play it since you could play it on the go.
Sure.
Want to mention Metroid, Turn of Samus.
Yeah.
On the Game Boy. A little bit difficult to get through since there's no map. But I did end up completing it later in life, a few years ago.
Yeah,
And that's like the official sequel too, right?
Yeah, straight from
Yeah.
NES Metroid, and then it's like boom, sequel Metroid 2. What else we got? Gargoyle's Quest on the Game Boy.
I have a story about Gargoyle's. So Gargoyle's Quest was one of my original games, and I was going to mention it if you didn't, but it's one of those games where, you know, when we talk about games that are so well received, I just couldn't get into it. I thought it was extremely difficult with the controls. You had to kind of like you had to do the wall jumps and all that stuff. And I just thought that it felt clunky.
Okay.
And so I just couldn't get into that game, but everybody swears by it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I do not have that yet CIB, and it is one of the pricier ones. It's like over $200.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So I think the only two I'm missing are Gargoyle's Quest. It might be this new tooth. I'm still getting used to my new mouth. Gargoyle's Quest and Kid Icarus are the only two that I'm missing CIB from my childhood. And the Kid Icarus, if you're going to get that CIB in a good copy, is over, I think, $200 as well.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Another hidden gem here. James Bond 007 plays exactly like Zelda. You wouldn't think, but it's like top down, like Zelda.
I did not even know that existed on the Game Boy.
Check it out. James Bond 007. You were like, what? So very interesting. They had Mortal Kombat on the Game Boy. Come on now.
Yep.
2-button Mortal Kombat, not a full roster, but
right.
Very interesting that they're able to port that to there. I did pick up when we were in Southeast Game Exchange. I grabbed one of the last Simpsons games to complete the Game Boy Simpson games that were on there.
Which one was it?
It was the let's see, do I have it on here?
I had Camp Deadly.
Bart and the Beanstalk, I believe, was the one I picked up. But that's what I had. Camp Deadly and Bart versus the Juggernauts. I played the heck out of those growing up and never beat them growing up, but I had a great time playing it because it was Simpsons and it was on the go.
There's some good ones.
I got one that you didn't mention.
Okay.
I can't believe you didn't mention this one.
Yep, I was getting it there. The Castlevania Adventure.
Yeah, this one I played so much. This is again one of my original ones. Not specific copy. But one of my original ones I had in growing up. And this one, Russ, talk about this one. This one's so good.
Yeah.
So I actually it plays a lot slower because you're on the Game Boy. It's not quite as fast as the NES one. But I distinctly remember playing this game, and there was a part in the first level where you're climbing up one of the ropes and you're able to go through. I wrote to Nintendo Power to let them know like that's like a secret. To be like, oh, maybe like, you know, because that's if you had Nintendo Power, you know, they want to know, hey, write in tips and tricks and stuff. So I don't know if I ever sent the letter or went in, but I thought that was like, wow, like, oh my God, I found a secret. Like,
I think that was a thing too, is I don't think that game was really covered at the time. So I think we all found it because I found that too. And it was like, you just kept going up. And how cool is that feeling as like a 10-year-old?
Right.
You know, finding that secret.
Guys,
such a good game.
Unfortunately, I have to bounce.
Okay.
But I do want to share one other Game Boy game that I really do enjoy. Kirby, obviously. I think that's a phenomenal game. the music is so good. I love the power-ups that you can, or not the power-ups, but like just the ability to like suck in the enemies and do all that fun stuff.
Yes.
I think it's a really solid game. But besides that, guys, I want to thank all three of you, and I want to thank everyone that's tuning in, just for supporting and getting the word out of Made in the Dark. Honestly, thank you guys so much for just hanging out with me and talking about it. It's been really cool to just talk some video games. So thanks again.
Absolutely.
Thanks
Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it.
And congratulations.
Thank you. It was so cool. We did it live.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You'll be able to get a screen cap on that.
I know, that's so cool. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and I'll catch you guys later. Okay, thanks again.
Excellent. Sounds good. Peace. Sweet. That was a good time. Oh, Jay has a nice comment with as much as I love Castlevania, I hate that game. I'm such a hater, but man, Game Boy is just not that fun, in my opinion. Womp,
What he talks about Killer
that's why he's
Instinct
the
being
NES Addict.
That is true. Yeah,
on
Tony
there.
brought up, we have Mortal Kombat and they brought Killer Instinct to the Game Boy.
Wow.
That's freaking awesome.
Mhm.
Definitely a good one for sure.
One that I always like, because I was just scrolling through the Donkey Kong on the Game Boy, like just the straight up Donkey Kong, where like the first couple levels are like the OG Donkey Kong, and then it like totally changes and is something else completely. And it's like this really cool, all these really cool levels.
puzzle
That's
game.
one that I had, and I remember loving that one. So yeah, I
got
totally forgot
another
about it
short
until
story
looking at
too.
that.
So another one we didn't mention, Darkwing Duck on the Game Boy.
Oh,
was a super fun. I mean, it's very similar to the NES one. It's a platformer, kind of like Mega Man. And I remember going to Toys R Us, picking this game up and getting it. And it must have been a Friday or something, because I was with my dad. We got the game and I beat it so fast that we tried to go back to Toys R Us to return it so I could get another game. And we went with like, oh, well, it was my son's birthday and someone got him this game and he already had it. And they were like, oh, we could only do like an even exchange of the game. We can't switch it out. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm stuck with Darkwing Duck to beat it again.
Oh, no.
But
Now
it was a good one.
I think there's a Who Framed Roger Rabbit on the Game Boy, if I remember correctly. That is a pretty good one too. That one might be one that is one to look into. I think that's one that I did look up, and I was like, oh, looks super cool.
Yeah.
And another one that was kind of, I feel like it was difficult as a kid. I haven't played it in quite some time, but always super fun was this one right here.
Oh yeah, some Ren and Stimpy, the Space Cadet Adventures.
Yeah, that one was. Yeah, this one is super fun. Space Madness. But I kind of remember it being a little difficult.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little tough, but being like any of the shows that we watched that had Game Boy games, we're like, oh, we got to pick it up. Ren and Stimpy, let's grab it. Darkwing Duck, maybe Batman. It's like great to get a game on the go. Look at that.
Still got the poster in there. That's pretty cool. I bought this and I didn't even realize, like, I opened it. Look at this, guys. It's like, it's got everything in there. It's got all the ads and everything.
That's cool.
So this might be like a true complete copy.
So
little
something
yellowed.
that I've been thinking about doing for a little while now. It's been a couple years I've been thinking about it, but
complete Game Boy collection.
No. Oh, be still my beating heart. So I've been thinking, I've always thought it'd be interesting going on a train trip. So Amtrak has train trips that you can book that they're relatively inexpensive. You can get a room at. You got 2 little chairs, room to sit in, place to sleep. They'll fold it down at night. Right. You can have dinner. There's a window.
Okay.
So I've been looking at that, and the thought always was take the Game Boy, get a handful of games, and sit down and just travel.
Yeah.
And Game Boy, and just play through some of these games and just like look out the window, stop at the stops, hang out and just totally vegetate and play Game Boy. So
that sounds awesome. Yeah.
Actually been looking at that. So that might be something that I'm going to do this year, is actually go on book a train trip. There's one that goes from Chicago down to like San Francisco, fly in, get on the train, do the 53 hour train ride.
It goes there and back, or you fly home from
You'd fly. So I'd fly to Chicago,
Chicago.
go on the train in Chicago,
Okay.
and then I'd ride to San Francisco and fly home from San Francisco. And it's
So maybe you should
53
do this
hours.
in like April or May sometime. I'd have to check the dates when I'm at the Chicago Toy Show.
Ooh, I like it.
That might be a
Good
thing.
thinking. So
Interesting.
I don't know. It feels like it'd be a fun thing to do, to go back to those moments when it was like, you know what, I probably won't have cell phone service for this whole trip.
Right.
And I can just sit back and I could play through the Final Fantasy game, one of them. I could play all the way through some of these games, get a handful of them, and just sit back and relax. So
you do know that you could do that at home as well, though, too, right?
Yeah, but then there's all this other stuff I need to do.
Right.
Like, I could go do that, or I can't go anywhere. I'm just going to do this. So I don't know. Game Boy, it just seems like something that'd be fun to do like that and just hang out.
How long is that trip? Like how many?
It's literally 52 hours on the train.
52 straight. Like they don't stop.
53 hours. They do make stops at stations along the way. So
I was going to say they got to get more like coal for
36 stops or something, like smoke breaks, like 15-minute stops, and people get off or whatever. But yeah,
just make sure there's no DeLoreans on the track.
Right. So yeah,
nice. That'd be
Game Boy related. Thought it'd be fun.
I remember I brought my Game Boy with me when we went to Disney a few years back, and I started Batman on the plane ride back, and we landed and started driving home from the airport, and I beat it in the car there. And I was like, hey, all right.
I'm assuming you weren't driving.
Oh yeah, I was driving and playing.
Yeah, knee driving.
You could drive with your knees.
Yeah.
Definitely frowned upon.
Yeah.
We got anything else, or that wraps up Game Boy?
I mean, Game Boy was cool, man. Like it changed a generation, right, of gaming.
Right.
Got to take it on the go. You got to spend money on all those batteries. You got to, or your parents anyway. And then also
no TV remotes had batteries in the house. They were always.
And surprisingly enough, I did use the AC adapter a lot for the Game Boy, which is kind of funny because it was supposed to be on the go.
Yeah, well, they figured it too. You probably be sitting there. If maybe your brother is playing Nintendo, you're like, all right, well, I could play Game Boy while I wait, or something like that.
Right.
Multiple people.
And if you wanted to play Nintendo and your brother was playing Nintendo and you're on the Game Boy, you could just throw this brick at him, and then the Nintendo is yours.
All right, so we heard Jay's opinion.
Okay,
we need to know Game Boy or Game Gear.
With Jay or with what? Jay says Game
Gear. You guys.
Oh,
well,
us.
Jay says Game Gear.
Yeah.
What do you guys say?
I definitely played more Game Boy. I'd still choose Game Boy, even though it didn't have the backlit screen. Right. Or, I will say, though, I wrote in English class, we had to do a persuasive essay. Okay. And I wrote a persuasive essay on why my parents should buy me the Game Gear.
Oh, interesting.
So, because I've already had the Game Boy for whatever amount of years, and I was like, hey, I don't have this one, so maybe get me a Game Gear. I could trade games with friends. It's got a color screen, so I was kind of pitching it that way. But I do still love me some original Game Boy for sure. And then, I mean, we didn't even get into the later models with Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, DS, like all that. But now that it said you can mod these,
bad boys. Speaking of modded, one of these bad boys all modded out.
Yeah, I have my Game Boy Advance that's modded with the backlit screen. I say I like the Game Boy Advance more than the SP just for how it feels, and like this original one, just like.
And remind me, was it the Game Boy Advance that you were able to still also play the OG games?
Yeah, you could do Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games. So it's like this opens up a full library. Let's upgrade.
Yeah, I do have the analog
mini.
Yeah, the Game Boy one.
Yeah,
and it's great, but I think I do want to get a Game Boy Advance modded, because I know that those ones are, when you change the screens out and all that stuff with the sound, and I feel like that's a
That's
good handheld to just fit in your pocket too.
Like that's what this one is, right? This is modded and it's, oh, look how bright that is.
That's bright.
But yeah, super cool.
And I know
fun.
Russ has a cool one. Don't you have a Metroid one?
Yeah, I did a Metroid theme one that I made, and I just went at Retro World Expo. They had a workshop where you bring in a Game Boy Advance and you change out the screen, and we did it all live. And I got a nice clear one that's completely clear to kind of match my, clear Game Boy here. So that was super fun.
Here's a good one from Jay. Christmas of '89, I played my cousin's Game Boy for about 5 minutes before I put it down and never even asked to play it again.
Jay, aren't you watching Stranger Things?
It must be really boring.
Right?
This is multitasking. We appreciate you being here.
Tony modded his Game Boy Pocket, Color, and Advance.
All modded out.
Modded out.
I got the Game Gear for Christmas. Me and my sister they must have been on a discount, Ben, or something, because we both got a Game Gear for Christmas. I had my Game Boy already, and then I got a Game Gear for Christmas with Aladdin on it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I remember playing that one and really enjoying it. The color screen on the Game Gear, I have very fond memories of it. So I don't think I could pick. I think to me, they both have different memories that are both ones that I cherish. So I don't know if I could pick between the two of them. If they were in front of me, I'd be like, I just want both.
I think my sister had the Game Gear with Lion King, if I'm not mistaken. I think she had a Lion King pack-in game.
I gotcha.
I think so.
I will say it is more expensive to mod the Game Gear than it is any of the Game Boy systems.
Well,
the Game Gears break more often, right?
Yeah. You got to do caps and everything on those.
You got to recap. If you wanted to do I've seen them with like USB charging, rechargeable batteries, and then a better backlit screen, better sound. They had some of them. Our buddy Luke, who runs a store in Connecticut, was at Retro World, and he had a few Game Gears, and I think they were about, I want to say $300 or so. That was all, modded out to the T.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's certainly more pricey to go the Game Gear route, where with this one right here, this was my original regular shell, and then I think on eBay for $70 you get a fully replacement board and screen, and all you have to do is resolder the speaker, two solder points, and then you're good to go with this. And like I said, it has the nice color there, and if you push in on the wheel, it changes whatever color that you want.
Cool. So, and does the contrast still work on there? Like
no, so it's
can't
just
really change that.
Yeah, it's like push in. That's it. It's kind of. I mean, it looks great in person. It's a little hard to pick up on camera, but
sure. Oh, Fox Driven Retro's here. Had a Game Boy just to play Tetris, but got more into Game Boy games with the Super Game Boy on the SNES. I mean, that's another whole topic right there, is like getting into the Game Boy games later on the Super Nintendo.
I wonder if anyone got just the Super Game Boy and didn't own a Game Boy and then played Game Boy
probably
games, right? Like that.
See, I was always a purist, so I was like, I don't want to play Game Boy games on
a TV.
Mm-hmm. And even still, like, it's kind of hard to go on the Nintendo Switch and play the Game Boy games, because I'm like, this is weird. Like, I want to play these like in my hand. I don't want to play like. I think maybe also because they're a little bit dumbed down, so it kind of feels weird playing it on a big screen where you're not having as many graphics and things like that you did on the NES or the SNES.
Right.
So, I don't know.
I was trying to think, weren't there something with like you can play a Game Boy game and then transfer stuff? Didn't that work with Pokemon? I want to say you could put a Game Boy game in the N64.
I think so, yeah.
So that's kind of neat.
Really?
Like, I think they had an attachment to the N64 controller that you could put one of your copies of Game Boy games in to transfer Pokemon to like Pokemon Stadium, I believe. So that was kind kind of neat if you're talking
sounds
like
right to me.
accessories with it. Yeah. So I was like, okay, that's kind of wild with that.
Yeah.
I wish
And
they
then
kind of
they
did
have-
more stuff with that, like DLC stuff or for certain games. I don't know.
And they did have correct me if I'm wrong, they did have a Game Genie for Game Boy, right?
I don't know. I know they have one for Game Gear. I'm
So
not
maybe
maybe
that's
that's
what
for
I'm
Game
thinking
Boy.
of it.
I mean, I could just Google search quick, but
I got you.
Mhm.
I'm already ahead of you.
all right, perfect.
Let's see. Game Boy Game Genie. Yes, there is.
Okay.
Pull
Yeah.
that up. Yeah. I do remember that now. Yeah, it's this big gray bulky looking thing. There it is.
Oh yeah.
I do remember that now.
Wow.
Never had it.
Galoob.
Yeah.
Galoob.
So never tried that on the Game Boy.
And
Oh, got
the tiny little book you gotta flip through
Right.
because it went on the back of that thing. It had a little spot for the book to go in.
Oh
So you
really?
could keep it
Oh,
with you.
really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I don't know if I could get a picture of the back of it. If I've seen it.
That's cool.
in here, but yeah.
I might have to pick one of those up and try that on the analog.
Yeah, I wonder if it fits in there. Here's a picture of the book so you can see how small it is.
Oh wow.
Oh, get out. Really?
Yeah.
And so there was a place on the Game Genie
store it.
that you can store it. Oh yeah,
A
huh?
little flap.
Interesting. How many games were listed in that book?
I mean, but small print, right?
Like 5?
Nah, look how thick this baby
Oh,
is.
wow, it is pretty thick, huh?
Probably like
Wow.
50, 100 games. I don't know.
Wow.
That's creative, right? Like not only do we make this for the handheld, but it's super handheld because your book is like a small thing of post-it notes.
Right.
Good to go.
Half the size of the Post-it note, too.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
Sweet. All right, we probably wrap
Well,
this up, right? We got a few more segments to get into.
We do. We
Since
gotta
we're
Yes.
go
kinda bouncing around.
back to
Gotta
before
go
the
back-
beginning.
Back to the future.
Back to the
Yeah.
future. So, Game Boy, fantastic time for sure.
Commercial break time then?
You want to do commercial break into Warp Pipe
We
Rental?
might as well.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sweet. Okay, so we'll get into some Warp Pipe Rental right after this commercial break.
They said it wasn't humanly possible. All the power and excitement of Nintendo right in the palm of your hand. Introducing Game Boy. It's portable, it's in stereo, and its games are interchangeable. Game Boy comes complete with batteries and the outrageous new game Tetris. And for head-to-head competition, use Video Link and blow your opponent away. Game Boy, only from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power, portable power.
Responsible adults aren't supposed to have fun. Wake up. We can do whatever we want. Drive racing cars to work, play golf in our pajamas, tennis on the bus, or baseball in our mother-in-law's living room. All you need is a Game Boy. It's a personal game-playing system with over 200 puzzle, action, and sports games to choose from. Hey, fun is your reward for growing up. Start playing.
You really got to get one of these.
Game Boy by Nintendo. Have you had your fun today?
Hey, did you guys check out the weekly warpipe.com yet? It has all our latest videos in one spot. This week's Warp Pipe rental and contact info in case you want to call into the show. That's the weekly warpipe.com. All right, let's get back to the episode. All right.
So I'm just going in the comments, guys.
What comments?
And we're talking about, well, the chat, I guess you'd say. And Jay, we were asking him, like, how is he chiming in? We think he's watching Stranger Things. And he says commercials. Does Netflix have commercials that I don't know about?
I guess if you don't pay for a certain tier, right? It probably has.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
I
They have probably the $10 a month where you get commercials, or
I don't think
$15
it's $10 a
get-
month anymore.
or whatever. Maybe it's 15 then and 20.
Interesting. Commercials. I can't watch those shows with commercials.
Too risky
Anyways.
for that, eh?
Anyway.
All right. So let's jump over to our Warp Pipe rental then. Every week we pick a movie or a game. We haven't picked a movie in a bit, but we should get back to that. And we rent it for the weekend, play it, check it out, and tell you what we think about it. We encourage you to join us as we do this. Go ahead, Russ.
Let's head to the video store, grab a game for the weekend. We have the box art and description to guide us when we're choosing what game to rent. So grab your rental card, because this is the Warp Pipe Rental.
What game you rent for the weekend?
Sweet. So
we better venture over to the comments first.
Oh, true. Yes, we got a few people jumping in here. We got David said, "Hey, sorry I missed you guys. Hey, well, thanks for showing up late. Appreciate you being here, hanging out." And
Lopez
with a $2.99 donation super sticker there.
Thank you.
I can't do coins or any fun effects. Oh, we could do this here. Very much appreciate you. What do we have? We have.
There you go.
A round of applause. There you go. That's
winning
what I
at
was
life.
looking for.
Very much appreciated that.
Thank you very much.
What did we get into this week with our Warp Pipe rental? We got into The Revenge of a Shinobi on Sega Genesis. Look at this box art. Freaking ninja right there with his katana, and then some type of, I guess, Japanese demon maybe coming out in the back there. And I like kind of the throwback with the grid to almost the Master System that it's given. It breaks it up with the with the title there. So very awesome.
Is that hair?
Yeah, that's what I feel like it is. I feel like it's
a
big hair like demon. I don't know. You would
now
there's a
based
name
on this
describe
box art. Would you guys rent this game?
I feel like I would. I mean, ninjas were like everything back
just
in the
based
day.
on the name. I feel like I feel like if I
Shinobi.
saw this, I'd be like Shinobi, and that would.
I like that you made
me.
that comment about the Master System, because this game looks like it came from the Master System.
This is the version I have. Is the Sega Classics.
Sega Classics.
Oh,
version.
the Classics version.
That's cool.
Just kind of a whole stack of them here.
Right. I'm like, very interesting with the cover. It's just like,
right.
It's a picture of the cover, but a bunch of them on there.
But
let me see those screenshots on the back there.
Let's try to get this to work for us here. Oh.
Okay.
Too bad, eh?
Yeah.
It represents what you're playing, and
for sure.
Make you think for a second.
One player, so it's not a 2-player game on there, so it tells you that.
Yeah.
So I have my thoughts on this game, but I'll let you guys kind of let me know what you guys.
You tell us what your thoughts are.
I streamed this one a little while ago, and I had a good time with it. It's a straightforward ninja game. I like that you get different abilities in it, and you could kind of have this jumping up and down mechanic of like different platforms.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more slower paced than your Ninja Gaiden, right? Ninja Gaiden, I feel like fast paced platformer. This is more harkens back to the arcade days, right? Going through and hitting the baddies. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Bad Dudes on there.
Yeah. I see the resemblance there.
Like I said, most ninja stuff I'm all about, and this one wasn't too bad.
I thought it was fine. I mean, it's like Russ said, it's pretty straightforward. I think if I were to have to choose between this and Bad Dudes, I would go Bad Dudes, because I prefer that style game as opposed to a ninja game. So I'm kind of the opposite when it comes to the way Russ feels about ninjas.
He's like, ninjas.
I'll take turtles as my ninjas.
Yeah.
And then I'll be good. But also, it also, like we were talking about, it has that vibe of Master System. It kind of reminds me, the graphics look almost like Altered Beast.
Yeah.
So I remember playing, that was one of the first games I played on the Master System. I also remember in the arcade, and it's very arcade-like. So I would say it's fine. I mean, would I rent it again? Probably not. I think it's one of those games where I'm like one and done, and I'm good.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to go back to that video of him playing it there. If you can, Russ, pull that back up for me.
Yeah,
like because I'm gonna need to know how he gets past that first boss. Because I died repetitively. Like I had a hard time getting. Oh,
is this it? Did I pass it?
Just about there.
Exit.
There, he's exiting. Like I want to know how this is a boss number 1.
He's using a couple special, throwing your ninja.
Okay. I was trying to hit him in the head, not from up in the air. That looks really easy. See, I can do that now.
It looked pretty easy.
Like I was like, I couldn't get the jump to line up to throw while he sorted me and hit him in the head. You got to hit him in the head. You can't just throw it at him, right?
Right.
He would get close to me, and then he just pinned me in the corner and chopped me. I was like, okay, I'm dead. I finally got over him, and then I was having a hard time getting him because I didn't have all of that attack that the fella playing there did. So I had a hard time with him. But now, yeah, that's as far as I made it because I was like, I don't know what to do here. Like, what's?
I think when I was streaming it, I did like look up a gameplay of like how should I tackle this?
Yeah,
to get through it to progress more because maybe I was I don't have to.
Just jumping straight up. It was hard to line that hit up, right?
Yeah,
it was good though. The controls were good. Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
I'd land on fine for sure.
so. Anyone in our chat play this game growing up or this week with us? Let us know. But what did you guys think of the music and kind of the vibe of that?
Trying to remember what the heck the music sounded like.
Yeah, so I just finished playing it before we started, and not memorable.
It's like R&B. Very Sega. Almost reminds me of like Toe Jam and Earl.
Yeah. Kind of does sound like that.
Yeah, feels like it fits there more than here.
It's not very ninja-like.
Yeah, it's like I get, like I said, Toe Jam and Earl. I don't know, like maybe like mystery, like some 80s. I don't know.
Yeah,
for the music choice on there.
Feels like Cool World or something.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
We did have a few comments about this one as well, so we can certainly jump over there and see what you guys said about this game.
What did you say? What did you say?
Springfield, let's hear from you.
All right, we had you on a community page on YouTube. David says, such a classic. So he enjoys it over this, David. Aldo chimes in, says, my dad got me this for me at Toys R Us with the classic blue and yellow ticket you'd take to the game cage. I was not prepared for what I'd see. Joe Mushia fights like the likes of Rambo, Terminator, Hulk, Batman, Spider-Man, and even Godzilla. Truly, Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
Ooh.
And then fighting words. We got on Instagram. Manny's Arcade said, I was playing it this morning. Such a great game. So Manny was enjoying it as well. And I think we had a Facebook one as well. Let's see.
I feel like if I get past that first boss now, I might enjoy it a little bit more.
Okay.
Joseph Rogers says, I remember this one. Absolutely one of my favorites. So it seems like the listeners who rented this for the weekend were having a good time with it. There's quite a few. I mean, the series went on. There's PlayStation 2 Shinobi games as well. And I think there might be, maybe there's 3 on Sega, I want to say. I think a lot of people prefer There's one where you get a wolf with you, and I forget which one
Okay.
that is. And I feel like a lot of people maybe lean towards that Shinobi than this one here.
Yeah.
But
And there's also one on NES, is there not?
yes. Yeah, I'm picturing the box on that one. So I'm not sure how that one plays compared to this one here.
Keith, you must have it, right?
I feel like I would, and that has me scratching my head a little bit.
Yeah, I think you.
Kind of curious what it looks
I
like
don't-
here.
Yeah, there it is, right there. Shinobi on the NES.
Definitely, yeah, more of a Master System vibe than the last one.
Oh,
And while we're
I
at
do,
it, there is Shinobi
I
on
do not
Game.
have it because it is unlicensed. Unlicensed Tenjin.
It's a
Fuck.
Tenjin game.
I see.
Sure is. So it is
That's not going to be part of
my
your
list.
list.
No, so darn.
Fair
I
enough.
mean, there's a lot.
Might-
There's some good
it might
Tenjin
have
games
to.
out there. You got to get Tubin.
There,
You got to get
there is.
Plax.
I
You got to
might
get
have to.
RBI Baseball, the Tenjin version. There's also an
Let me
Indiana
finish.
Jones.
Let me finish the
The official
whole set
set.
before I get a little too crazy here and
Roadrunner. Got to get Roadrunner.
Then if you're going for that, you're getting all these unlicensed ones. Then I'm getting like Bubble Bath Babes and Bible Verse, whatever.
Well, just
Symphony.
stick it to Tenjin.
I have no idea what they're called. So
Just Tenjin version.
Just the Tenjin
Yeah, you could do that.
subset.
You could do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's fairly small.
Where would this game rank if we're rating it? We had it for the weekend rental, 1 out of 5.
I mean, I'd be at like, honestly, 2.5. I mean,
Okay.
it's fine. It's kind of like in the middle there.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
music was fine. I would just say like, yeah. It reminds me too much of a Master System game to be on the Sega Genesis.
Okay. I would go probably a little bit higher. I go 3 on it.
Okay.
I'd land 3 as well. I feel like this is one that if I rented it, I'd play it, and then when I got stuck, I'd just shut it off and go outside and ride my bike, and then come back to it again and play it some more. It's one that I would rent
Yeah.
and have fun with, but it's not one that I would be hooked into for the entirety of the rental.
Right. I think I would
Three.
probably return it a day early to get $1 back or something.
Get a bubble
Fair
gum with that $1 or
There
whatever.
you go.
Fair enough.
Never know.
All right. So that was our weekend rental this week. What are we gonna rent next week, Dave?
Next week, since we're doing Game Boy, I don't know why we didn't do a Game Boy game.
Yeah, we
this
should have swapped this, but
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So we're gonna land on next week Super Mario Land 2, the 6 golden coins. This is the first game with Wario.
This makes much more sense after our conversation earlier that you picked this one over the first one.
It is a better one.
Sweet. So go to your rental store, see if you can
After that.
Super
Yeah,
Mario.
it's a good one. Jay, I want to hear your full report.
Yeah. Nice.
Since we're jumping around, I guess next we're gonna have to go to Rad or Bogus.
Yes.
Does everyone have Rad or Bogus?
I do.
Let's do it then.
Think of something.
Pick one thing that we're keeping is Rad. One thing is Bogus. Goes away forever. Let's hit it.
Bogus. Do you want to go first, Keith?
Oh, sure. Yeah, why not? What did I pick? Oh, I picked toys. I think it was gonna be, oh no.
Is it an easy one or a hard one?
No, it was something about, we're gonna go with Hungry Hippos or Mousetrap.
Or Mousetrap.
Oh, that's difficult.
I'll jump in real quick. I definitely enjoyed setting up all the stuff for Mousetrap.
Yeah.
But I feel like I didn't play it, right? Or I couldn't get my mom to play with me when we were setting it up. We definitely played Hungry Hippos a ton. I think it was just quicker setup time, right? You just pop it off. You got the little balls put in there and you're just boom, 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 eating it up. Mousetrap, you got to set up all the things before you start going.
But that's not how that's not how you play Mousetrap.
You set it up as you play. I
As
think I
you
just
go
wanted
along.
to see it happen. I'm like, let me just set it all up and make it happen.
Right.
Said DIY it and then go back to it to play it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's what I did. It was set up the whole thing just to kind of like get the little ball to go around, to get the guy to jump into the little pool, to bring down the little trap.
Right.
I remember we never had Hungry Hungry Hippos, but I remember being one of those games that I definitely always wanted. But now as an adult and playing it, I know why our parents didn't buy it, because it's so loud. Because you're just like banging on that thing, and it's just like plastic hitting plastic and getting. It's so annoying and so like gets. Oh, I understand. I understand. I'm gonna have to go with Mousetrap. Mousetrap is probably my pick because I remember we did have that, and I really remember us setting it all up and not playing by the rules and just getting through the thing and having fun with it. Yeah.
I will say I went to Dave & Buster's and they have a large version of Hungry Hungry Hippos that I put Gwen on the hippo, and it has like this giant like bar to get the hippo to eat the balls and stuff. And I was like, that's pretty fun. So if you go to Dave & Buster's, giant Hungry Hungry Hippos there.
Wouldn't be there if you didn't pick it though.
You picked Hungry.
I'm picking Hungry Hungry Hippos though.
That's just true.
I had Hungry Hungry Hippos, but I remember seeing Mousetrap in like the Christmas catalog, the Wish book.
Okay,
sure.
Like, oh man, that'd be so cool to be able to set up and play. So I would probably want to get my hands on Mousetrap. I didn't even know there was a way to play it. I just set it up and caught the players or the mice or whatever you did. So I would want to keep that over Hungry Hippos. So that's the direction I would go.
Fair enough.
Nice. So I'll go next. I picked movies, and I have a question for you guys. Do you want it to be extremely difficult or a little bit easier? Because I have two. What would you like? They're both movie related.
Pinner to winner. Go hard.
I don't even know what that means.
All right, I don't know what that means either.
Risk it for the biscuit. I have no idea where I'm going with this.
I was gonna say, is that
thicker makes it sicker?
Yeah. All right, then I'm making it real difficult on you. We're getting into the holiday season.
Okay.
So I picked a couple of holiday movies to go head to head. We're going hard. A Christmas Story or Christmas Vacation?
What's funny is
this is hard.
I feel like this would be hard for most people.
Steph wanted to watch A Christmas Vacation like 4 days ago, and I was like, it's not even past Thanksgiving. I was like, we can't watch it early.
Right.
So we didn't watch it yet.
Yeah.
But I would choose Christmas Vacation over Christmas Story.
Look at Keith's face.
Christmas Story is pretty classic. I feel like it hits more with if you were older because it takes place. Like my mom loved it because a lot of the things she remembers as a kid that are in it. But I think I saw a meme come up and it said, the older that I get, I feel like I'm more like related to A Christmas Vacation with your, you get the in-laws coming over or
just
set up the lights and
the intro to Christmas Vacation where it's like the cartoon with Santa Claus and the song.
Yeah.
Sign me up right now. I need to watch that yesterday.
Okay.
So
you're doing away with 24-hour Christmas Story on Christmas Day.
They do that. They should do 24-hour Christmas Vacation and replace it. That'd be way rad.
Okay, so now wait a minute. So here's a question. Here's a question for you. Who would you get to replace Peter Billingsley as the elf in Elf? Because he got the part because he was in Christmas Story. Ralphie is one of the elves. Do you know which one he is?
No, so I feel like they can replace him with anybody.
Yeah, because a lot of people didn't know that. Yeah.
Oh, you could tell by the eyes, man. He's the one that he's like, okay, now how many Etch a Sketches did you make? 20. That's Peter Billingsley, who played Ralphie in the Christmas Story.
Like, I thought you were gonna get cart. Like, I thought you were gonna be like, it's either the claymation Rudolph or
Yeah.
Grinch Stole Christmas or something, and I'd be like,
oh well, that's easy. That would be Rudolph all the way.
Oh yeah, claymation Rudolph,
claymation raisins, all that. Oh yeah,
I thought it was
anything claymation wins.
I was worried there was going to be Muppets involved. I was going to be like, really?
I almost thought of Muppets.
You said 2 Christmas movies. I was like, here it comes again. Batman Returns.
Oh, it's not.
It's something else. Die Hard.
Gremlins or Die Hard
and Batman Returns.
Like, I'm picking Die Hard all the time. So
over what?
Over anything, I guess.
Everything except for Christmas Vacation.
Oh, nope. Disagree. Box Driven Retro. Go ahead.
Even though I love Christmas Vacation, I would go with The Christmas Story.
Interesting. I'm gonna go Christmas Story, guys, because I think it's just more nostalgic and it's more. I don't know. There's just characters in that movie that remind you of everybody. And growing up in the, even though we grew up in the 80s, I feel that movie was totally relatable when we were kids for our parents.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I feel like, there's part of my dad in there. There's part of my mom in there. And I was always told that I was most relatable to his brother because I was the whiny kid.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yep. I know. And actually, it's a funny story. When Becky and I did a road trip to Cleveland, we went to the house that they filmed in.
Oh, yes.
And I have a picture of me. I should have pulled it up. There's a picture of me sitting under the sink in the position that Randy was, where he was like, Daddy's gonna kill Ralphie. And so because whenever that scene would pop up, my mom would always say how much he looked like me as a kid from that angle.
That's it, yeah.
And so I took the picture when I was in Cleveland of the same, and it's, so I if not for that movie, I wouldn't have those experiences as well. So I'm going to go with The Christmas Story. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I can find my family in Christmas Vacation, which is
okay. Yeah. Okay. So who are you then?
Wait, let me go grab something real quick.
Who are you in Christmas Vacation?
Oh, is it? It's out now.
I don't know. I feel like I might be the boy, but I don't know.
Who, Russ?
I thought it was closer. It's all the way downstairs. I'm not going to try.
Okay.
Oh no.
So Keith thought he was Russ.
Well,
Rusty,
possibly.
No,
actually,
Russ.
Probably the cousin. Just kind of
the cousin,
Eddie.
Cousin Eddie.
Yeah. No, the little cousin. It's kind of just there, quiet in the corner. So you don't even remember him. There you go. Not the one.
Yeah, the movie's very memorable that it was going to go over Christmas Story any day.
All right, Russ, what do you got?
Super simple, since it is Thanksgiving. Cranberry sauce in the can, or fresh cranberries. What do you guys having for Thanksgiving? What do you prefer? What do you prefer?
Cran log.
I'll give you my
the log.
The cran log has to be a thing. It literally is at every Christmas.
I'm with Keith. Gotta have the ridges.
No one even eats it, but it's got to be on the table.
You want mine?
What's Dave's?
Neither one of them.
You hate cranberries?
No cranberry sauces for me. I'm not a fan. It's just the texture of it. If it comes out of the can, it's that jiggly stuff and just like in a brick. And then if it's just like the scoopable kind, it's just like, It's like Jello, man. Like I don't care for Jello either.
Fair enough.
Which side
note does remind me I need to make Jello.
Give me all the stuffing. Give me all of the mashed potatoes with pepperoni in it. I don't know if you guys do that.
Mashed potatoes with pepperoni. Can't say I've ever had that. No.
Oh.
No.
Like,
there's something
wait,
you
okay.
gotta do.
Potatoes are one of my favorite foods.
Okay.
Mashed potatoes are right up there at the top of that spectrum.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
What kind of pepperoni are we talking here?
So they're little. So my
pizza
dad
pepperoni or like
so they're no okay.
sticks?
So it was a pepperoni stick that you would cut into slices and then cut into little bits. So you put little bits, little square bits of pepperoni in it. So it's not like sliced deli meat pepperoni.
Yeah. Almost like a bacon bits, but pepperoni.
You got to do it.
I think I know what I'm gonna have for supper tomorrow night.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Like, so there's a restaurant in one of the small towns here, and we go there for lunch occasionally at work, and they'll have lasagna, but it's always got like lasagna with pepperoni or lasagna with ham, and it's always a special lasagna. And it's like a no-brainer. It's like, that's what I'm getting, because you throw pepperoni or ham into something that doesn't normally have it, and it's a win. So mashed potatoes with pepperoni stick cut up in it.
Yeah,
that's got to happen in my life now.
Sounds good.
Do it, man. Do it. And hey, speaking of lasagna, we have Fox Driven Retros coming in hard with the Radder Bogus Garfield Thanksgiving Special or Charlie Brown Thanksgiving Special.
Oof. It's funny because I did put on the Garfield Thanksgiving Special the other day. It came up in the YouTube recommendations. I put it on, but then I kind of wasn't paying attention. I was like playing on my phone, just hanging out. So I'm like, I wonder if I'm not appreciating it as much as I did as a kid. I haven't seen the Charlie Brown one in years though, so I don't know if that would hold my attention even less.
I'm going Garfield.
Yeah.
I feel like the Garfield ones are, I don't know, they're just easier to watch. They're a little bit more relatable for our childhood as opposed to the Charlie Brown, which were even older.
Yeah, I can see that.
And yeah, I just feel like maybe because of the animation, but also like Garfield was kind of a wise ass. you know?
Like, keep on theme, Bill Murray voiced them.
Did he? I was unaware.
Positive. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bill Murray does Garfield's voice.
Now that makes sense. Yeah.
Like, I feel like Charlie Brown always had a Garfield had a message too, but I feel like Charlie Brown always had a message that they had to tell me.
Okay.
No, Charlie Brown. Thanksgiving is because there's turkey and everyone's here. And
that's because Thank you, Linus.
Like, that's the message. Garfield are just like, this is the message to the story.
Yeah. Yeah, like I like is it Garfield's Christmas where he talks about like the grandmother?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably my favorite Garfield special.
Ditto.
Yeah, because that one's good and the Halloween one's really good. So maybe I just need to be in the zone and just watch the Thanksgiving one again and not have distractions around and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
So it's on YouTube.
Put your phone away, Russ.
Put your phone away. I did want to share this here. We didn't get to do it. I forgot to do it while we were talking Game Boy, but it is still the Game Boy episode. This came up as like a meme and I had shared it, but here's a picture with Macaulay Culkin, and he shared this emotional photo of the very first Game Boy John Candy gifted him on Thanksgiving as a treasure, and he's kept it since his childhood. So there's a little picture, John Candy giving young Macaulay Culkin a Game Boy, and he still has it there. I think that.
Did you guys watch the John Candy documentary?
No,
thing that they put out.
No,
it's super.
Where
good.
is that?
Very, very good. I think it was on Prime or Paramount. I think I might have watched it, but like Ryan Reynolds was one of the producers, and it's
really
very well done. Yeah, it's very good.
Is it long?
Definitely. It's a movie style. Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's not
It's like
super
an hour
long,
and a
but
half or so.
something like that. Yeah, it's super good.
Wow. Oh, Netflix.
We're hearing in the chat. Yeah,
We're hearing Netflix.
very good
in the
one.
chat.
Netflix,
Okay, so
okay.
we'll have to
It's
check that out.
definitely
Luckily, I don't
worth
have
the
commercials, so I can watch it straight through.
All right, are we gonna do voicemails? Or are we gonna do red pipe, green pipe, or green pipe, red pipe, whatever version we want to
Let's
talk
throw
about?
in the voicemails. Let's break it up. Do we have?
Do you want to call in then?
Did Jay not call in? I messaged. I was
Stranger
like, hey, man,
Things.
I was like, dude, you ain't showing up. I need
No
a
one-
song.
Yeah, no one left a voicemail.
All right,
No
well
vocals.
then that
I did
that's
know.
what
We'll jump in quick though. Black Friday is coming up, and like I said, I'm going to be live streaming for 24 hours straight. And my buddy Tom Ryan's coming down. Tom Ryan is a sponsor of the weekly Warp Pipe, and he gave us a nice discount code here for you guys to use if you want to pick some stuff up on, either tonight, Black Friday. If you use the code weekly warp 35, you can get 35% off. He does enamel pins. He's got comics, prints, even t-shirts on his site. He has an Etsy page you can go to. If the Etsy page, you can get 25% off if you spend $35 or more and using the code there, weekly warp pipe 25. These both go till December 6th. So
I was a
separate
little
sites,
confused by that. Yeah.
separate sites with separate codes right there, but you can just pause this and check out Tom Ryan's stuff. Again, he's going to be over hanging out for my 24-hour live stream, and we'll be promoting him a bunch there as well. But I have a bunch of these enamel pins already, and we just went to one of his events and picked up a Spider-Gwen print and enamel pin, and my daughter loves it. She has it in her room. She's all about it. So,
and I did pick up that K-pop Demon Hunter print from him as well.
Yeah, you can see that one, and
the one with Derp the cat.
Yeah, right there.
I don't know anything about it, but my daughter loves it, and we picked that up from Retro World. But speaking of Black Friday, do any of you guys have any specials? Because I'm going to throw a deal up there too.
No,
it's not as
specials.
good. It's not as good as Tom's, but I'm doing 50. I'm going to do 15% off of my my YouTube shop.
There we go.
So that'll just be Black Friday. The code is Black Friday 15. Keeping it
literally just Friday here.
Simple enough.
It's just Friday in Canada.
I can't wait to see all the
we have
giveaways.
Well,
yeah, I can't wait to see all the
literally.
giveaways that Tom has for the stream.
Yeah, I was showcasing them a little bit tonight on my previous live stream. All right, enough of that stuff. Let's finish up with our segment there. Green pipe, red pipe. You want to explain it, Keith, and we'll jump in?
Yeah, we're going to be jumping into a warp pipe. It's going to take us back to a day in the 80s or the 90s. You got to pick one pipe to go down, and what's listed at the bottom of that pipe is what you get for the day. So which pipe are we going to pick?
So what's it going to be?
I'll just bring up the... give me a moment to bring up which one here.
Okay, it should be listed as today's date on there.
The 26th, there it is. Okay, let's get a screenshot, and we'll be ready to rock.
It's an interesting one.
Is it?
Here we go.
So, green pipe, we're having Taco Bell for our meal. We're going to watch Austin Powers. We're going to be drinking some brisk iced tea, having some Dunkaroos as a snack. Animaniacs is our cartoon of choice this day, and we're going to be playing some Mortal Kombat. Doesn't matter which system.
Which one?
Whatever system you had.
Super Nintendo, Sega.
Yeah. Red pipe, we're going to have Wayne's World as our movie. Burger King is going to be our food. Tiny Toon Adventures is our cartoon. Mountain Dew is our beverage. We're going to have some fruit by the foot for a snack, and Street Fighter 2, whatever version you want to play, I guess, down the red pipe.
Right. I'm leaning definitely towards red pipe right now. Wayne's World, I had the VHS of that, and I wore that sucker out just watching it over and over again. Burger King definitely got more than Taco Bell. Tiny Toon Adventures, great. Mountain Dew, could do some regular Mountain Dew, Code Red. Fruit by the foot I still get. and I was playing some Street Fighter the other day. Gwen is, I have the arcade one up over here of Street Fighter 2. And so sometimes she wants to play it. And she was losing her damn mind about Blanca. She sees a picture of Blanca and she's just yelling like, I want my Blanca. I want my green Blanca. I love Blanca. And like, so I would press both players so we could play two Blancas. So we'd have green Blanca, blue Blanca. And she was just like going crazy. And she has a little pad that you could draw on. And she wanted us to draw Blanca. And I tried to draw it. And she's like, that's not my Blanca. And I'm like, why is she obsessed with this character?
I mean, I was pretty obsessed with Blanca on Street Fighter.
Me too. He was my favorite for sure.
I mean, he electrocuted people.
Yeah. So I'm definitely leaning towards that red pipe there. I feel like
he also had the Sonic Spinball
thing
going
spin
on too. What did our chat say?
A lot of red pipe in there.
Juggy says red pipe. Fox Driven says red pipe. Tony says red pipe as well. Who doesn't love a Whopper?
Right?
I guess over a burrito.
There. What the hand hit?
Are you still at red pipe then, Russ? Red pipe?
Yeah. I just feel like it's going to be bad. I liked Austin Powers. It was okay. Probably didn't watch it a bunch. I definitely watched Wayne's World multiple times and enjoyed the soundtrack. I got the soundtrack as well, so it's like a bonus. Taco Bell. I definitely drank a ton of brisk. Going over to Buddy Sal's house playing video games. His mama bought the 24 pack of brisk, and we freaking pound those suckers back.
Do you remember the cartoon or the commercials for brisk?
Yes,
they were like the claymation ones.
Guy,
yeah. Oh, probably if I saw it, it jogs some memory.
And then I'm surprised because I know how much Russ loves his Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos, not too bad. Not too bad. I feel like the snacks aren't really like, definitely with the game, like Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter, certainly tough. But the movie, I think, kind of is pushing it over.
That's what sells it for you.
Definitely.
All right, so let me ask you a question on this, just out of curiosity. Is this red pipe, green pipe? Is this, pull that back up, Russ. Let's say Taco Bell and Burger King.
Yeah.
Okay. What menu are we looking at? Like, what years of the menu are we looking at?
Because Taco Bell I had A&W as an option in my hometown.
Hey, man. I would say anything goes. Your pipe leads you to the whatever menu you want.
Taco Bell doesn't have double-decker tacos anymore, so I'm already bummed about that.
Well, maybe it does then. Does that make it more difficult for you?
No, not really. I'm probably going to have to go, yes, Tiny Toons over Animaniacs any day of the week. I feel like Wayne's World over Austin Powers any day of the week.
Yeah.
I do prefer, and I think I've said it on the podcast before, I do prefer Street Fighter over Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Fruit by the Foot over Dunkaroos any day. I mean, it's all there. Red pipe, man. Like, yeah, I'll take my Mountain Dew. I mean, I'd prefer like a Dr. Pepper, but I'll take the Mountain Dew over the iced tea. Yeah, I'm going red pipe, man.
I'm also going down the red pipe with you guys. I mean, as much as I'd love some Taco Bell,
yeah,
to sit back and play some Mortal Kombat, Tiny Toons, and Fruit by the Foot kind of swing it for me, to be honest with you. Animaniacs is super cool. Pinky and the Brain, all that stuff is in that, but I think Tiny Toons swings it, and I'm kind of hoping I can watch like I guess it would just be the cartoon, so maybe not as much because there's the Tiny Toons movie, like the summer vacation one.
Yeah,
and I have great memories of that. So Tiny Toons probably swings it for me.
Okay,
so red pipe for me.
So red pipe all around in our
red
chat.
Pipe all around.
Could we actually just bring this up real quick? Wait, not that one.
You hated the pigeons?
Yeah, this one right here. Do you guys know about Raising Cane's and In-N-Out?
Well, we just got a Raising Cane's in Milford, so we got to go to it. And I had In-N-Out before. I feel like on the West Coast.
Hold on.
I'm going to tell you right now my pick for that all day. In-N-Out Burger. I actually had Shake Shack today. I took Kylie to Shake Shack today, and Shake Shack is really good too. But I had In-N-Out when I was in Arkansas. I had In-N-Out. I had Jack in the Box for the first time. And I think, do you guys know Jack in the Box has tacos?
Maybe.
We don't have Jack in the Box around here.
No,
As a matter of fact,
either.
I got the midnight meal box, and it came with Gremlins air fresheners.
Wow.
I feel like
So
air
random.
fresheners should be more of a thing. I need me more air fresheners in my life.
But now watch this here. This air freshener confirms also, if you already didn't know, that Gremlins is a Christmas movie.
Because it has Christmas lights in the back.
Because it has Christmas lights on the back.
That's all it took, eh?
That's all it took. In and
Now,
out.
I had to go to Texas for work, and we were at a hotel. We were like, "Hey, is there somewhere?" We came in late. Like, is there somewhere to go? And front desk staff was like, "Oh, Cane's is right there." So we walked across to Cane's, and it was, to me, it was a letdown. I was like, "This is isn't the chicken isn't as good." I don't know. Maybe it was just that location, but I wasn't a fan. And as for In-N-Out, I feel like if you just get like basic In-N-Out, you might be a little let down. You need to almost get like with like the animal style In-N-Out and kind of know how to order an In-N-Out.
The burger
In-N-Out is just basic.
I think the burger from In-N-Out beats out Jack in the Box, just from my road trip. And yeah, man, In-N-Out was I hadn't had it in 20 years, and I missed it. It was good. It was a good one.
All right.
That was our little bonus Rat or Bogus from the chat.
That's wrapping up this week's episode here. Absolutely, you guys hopefully have a fantastic Thanksgiving. Spend some time with the family, eating some food. And again, we want to thank, let's see, we got Tiger Chainsaw coming on with the Kickstarter, which reached its goal. It still has 7 days to go, and you can still back it. A new Game Boy game coming out. And again, you could get the digital copy. I ended up getting the physical for $60, but for $25, you can just get a digital ROM and play it. And it looks like it's going to be a great time for sure. So there'll be a link in the chat. If not, search Maiden of the Dark on Kickstarter, and you guys can back that project and support.
And what happens if he hits another 2,000?
He'll port it to the PC in Steam, so you'll be able to get it on the Steam Deck there and play it on Steam. So
hook this guy up.
That'd be a good time for sure. And again, shout out to Tom Ryan, who's sponsoring the weekly Warp Pipe. You guys got that code right there, 35% off if you're going to Tom Ryan's Square site. There you go. Peek over it, Dave.
I'll just raise myself up.
Yeah. Or 25% off if you're spending $35 or more at his Etsy shop. This goes until December 6th. So
and I will say I did actually just get his My Pet Monster t-shirt in the mail. So for those that don't know, Tom Ryan designed this for me for my channel. Me as a My Pet Monster with the beard and the glasses and the hat. He also made a version of just a standard My Pet Monster, which I did order the t-shirt from his shop. And I gotta say, it was one of the first shirts I ordered off of the Nito shop that he uses. And the quality is incredible. So support Tom Ryan. He also did the weekly Warp Pipe designs. He's done all of my designs. He did Russ's car. He's done some designs for Russ as well, right? For your t-shirts?
Yeah, we got a zombie Russ Lyman t-shirt that I just recently sold. I think the Lopez drummer, I want to say.
Nice.
And she picked it up, so.
Sweet. So yeah, Tom Ryan, support that dude because he supports us like crazy, and Can't say enough good things about all of his work.
Absolutely.
Top notch. Buy his. Do me a favor. Do yourself a favor and order one of his art books. And they come with a nice fold-out poster
of Slash. Yeah, from
Do it.
Ninja Turtles.
Do it.
I feel like we need to do yourself a favor. I feel like we need to do yourself a favor.
Can I give you guys one? I'll give you
guys
guys
Jay
one
didn't text us. He could have just texted us.
Seriously. I can give you one right now, though. That would
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's add it to it.
All right, I'll give you one right now. Do yourself a favor and listen to. I'm just going to scroll a random song here that he hasn't picked yet, and listen to. Oh man, there's so many good ones. Give so many good ones. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do this one for my dad. Do yourself a favor and listen to "Gimme All Your Lovin'" by ZZ Top.
All right.
Perfect.
ZZ Top, actually.
That was the song that played for the parents walking out, being introduced at my wedding. And so my dad and mom walked out to that song.
Perfect.
So do yourself a favor.
Listen
to "Give Me All Your Lovin'," ZZ Top.
All right, we'll wrap
Add
up
it to the
here.
playlist.
Keith, if we want to find you, where can we find you?
A Retro Cart Collector on YouTube, Retro Cart Collector on Instagram. Moved to monthly content on YouTube for a couple months here, and then we'll be going back to normal, I believe. So come hang out. David, where do they find you?
You can find me on YouTube. It's Dave It's Me. And we're doing a new video this Sunday. We're finally at RetroFest Arkansas. So we're doing the RetroFest Arkansas videos starting this week. But yeah, new stuff up there. There's going to be some new shirts and new hoodies coming up soon. And we're doing 15% off on Black Friday. Black Friday 15 is the coupon code.
Sweet.
How about you, Russ?
If you guys want to check out my DIY stuff, we got Russ Lieben. I got some fun DIYs in there doing custom consoles, cosplay stuff. And then if you want retro games, we got Russly is my retro game channel. We are streaming this Friday, 24 hours straight, nonstop, 10 a.m. till 10 a.m. on Saturday. Dave's going to swing by. Tony's going to swing by. Aldo, Ernie, I got about 16 people coming over the house to hang out and play some retro games. So if you guys are free or if you're listening, feel free to check it out. And we're splitting the stream up into 2 12-hour sections because YouTube would only save 12 hours of a live stream. We found that out last time when we streamed for 24 hours. You couldn't get a replay. So we're doing 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and then I'm starting a new live stream 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. so you guys can check out the replay if you can't watch it live with us, but should be a good time. And what are we getting into next week for our topic, Dave?
So next week, as a reminder of our game of the week, we are going to be doing Super Mario Land 2, the 6 golden coins on the OG Game Boy. And our topic, we're going to talk about forgotten toy lines that deserve a comeback. So think about those toy lines. We're going to put a post out. Let us know what toys you'd like to see making a comeback. I think I already have a few on my list, but we'll see. It looks like Keith is already getting a jump start on 6 golden coins.
Sweet. Quick shout out to our channel members, Retroholic16, Bryce JW, Austin Mills, Fox Driven Retro, and the Wizard J for supporting us on YouTube under the channel membership. Want more info on that? Check us out over there. All right, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for hanging out with us, jumping in the warp pipe, and we will see you guys on the next level.